Is your vehicle in need of a quick oil change or tune-up before hitting the road this summer? Stop by Quick Lube and Tune, the home of the good guys at 610 South Wenatchee Avenue.
It's time for NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. The latest from the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington with Steve Hare, Grant Olson, and sports with Eric Granstrom.
Good Friday evening and welcome to NCW Life News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And our day today, a cloudy one. We did see a pretty good amount of snow this morning. A lot of that has since melted, but we did see a little snow, maybe a white Christmas because of that snow, but we do have more on the way. We'll talk about that later. But what we will see this weekend, colder temperatures. In fact, we will even see some very cold wind chill temperatures as we move our way into the weekend, along with some brisk northerly winds. Saturday morning, we will see temperatures in the sub-zero range with the wind chills. High temperatures only expected to reach the upper teens and mid-20s with lows in the single digits to lower teens on both Saturday and Sunday. So bundle up if you are going to be outdoors this weekend. And then another storm system moving our way just in time for Christmas Eve. And we'll tell you more about that as well. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. An Okanagan man remains in critical condition after his wife shot him in the head on Wednesday. And state troopers say a red light runner caused a two-car injury accident that snarled traffic along Highway 2 in the Monitor area yesterday. But first, we begin tonight. Breaking news this afternoon, Governor Jay Inslee announced the appointment of Kristen Ferrara to the Chelan County Superior Court. Ferrara replaces Judge Alicia Nakata, who's retiring. Ferrara is currently a partner at Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward in Wenatchee. Prior to working in private practice, she served as a law clerk with the Tulalip Tribe's Office of the Reservation Attorney. Inslee said Ferrara has an in-depth understanding of the issues that affect Central Washington and also demonstrates a real commitment to community service. Ferrara serves on the Board of Campaign for Equal Justice and participates in the Chelan-Douglas County Volunteer Attorney Services. She served on the Chelan-Douglas County Young Lawyers Division Board of Trustees and was named Washington Super Lawyers Rising Star for 4 straight years. In other news, Wenatchee police say arrests have been made in 2 cases involving local Grinches who tried to steal Christmas. Captain Edgar Reinfeld says the suspects were caught in the act of stealing gift parcels and mail that had been delivered to area homes.
About 2:30 yesterday afternoon, a postal carrier up in the area of Squilchuck and Methow, where they meet up the Squilchuck-a-ways, noticed 2 people with a U-Haul truck rifling the mailboxes that they had just made deliveries to. Mail carrier ended up following the U-Haul truck for a little bit. Someone else had also seen another citizen called. Wenatchee Police and Chelan County both responded. It's in that area where it's one of ours. It belonged either to us or to Chelan County. The vehicle was ultimately stopped by Wenatchee Heights. Yes, by Wenatchee Heights Road where it turns off Squilchuck, and contacted, and 2 people were arrested for mail theft. As of last night, about 7 o'clock, I came back down to the station. It was ultimately determined to be a Chelan County case. Chelan County detectives were conducting a search warrant on the U-Haul vehicle, which had all sorts of stuff in the back, for lack of a better definition, from groceries to apparent parts from home construction to just stuff in the back of the truck. I don't have their names right now off the top of my head, but there will be arrests for numerous theft charges for them.
Obviously, then you have a lot of recovered items. How do you get those back to the rightful owners?
With this, some of the Chelan County detectives were already recognizing some things that have been stolen in some burglaries recently. So for them, that'll be pretty easy. For mail, it's very simple. Hopefully it's still labeled. We can just reroute it right back to the Postal Service or make the deliveries ourselves. The other one that we had last night, we've had another group of suspected package thieves who've actually been stealing packages that we've seen on video some places, but also ended up stealing a set of wheels and tires from a business here locally. And our detectives yesterday ran a sting on that and tried to buy said wheels and tires. And when they showed up, they weren't very happy, of course, because they've been arrested. Again, I do not have the names in my head here. They were still working this at 7 o'clock last night. They had just made the arrests, and I don't have it in front of me, but they will be arrested on a number of charges. Unfortunately, in both cases, drugs are a factor.
Police continue to put out the word to residents to be vigilant and don't leave mail or packages when they're dropped off in front of your home. They also encourage people to call Rivercom Dispatch if you see anything suspicious. An Okanagan man remains in critical condition after his wife shot him in the head on Wednesday. According to the Okanagan County Sheriff, the incident occurred early Wednesday morning. A friend at the home during the incident told investigators the couple, Sharon A. Allard and Daniel Allard, were arguing upstairs while he was downstairs. According to the report, Sharon called Daniel upstairs to fix the TV and then shot him. The friend called 911 first, and then Sharon called a few minutes later to report the shooting herself. According to the sheriff's office, neither appear to have been under the influence of drugs or alcohol when the incident occurred, and Sharon is being held at the Okanagan County Jail on suspicion of first-degree attempted murder. Daniel Allard was taken to Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane for surgery. State troopers say a red light runner caused a two-car injury accident that snarled traffic along Highway 2 in the Monitor area yesterday. It happened around mid-morning at the Easy Street intersection. Troopers say 20-year-old Ruby Pina Corona of Kashmir was westbound on Highway 2 when she ran through the red light, striking another vehicle that was making a left turn from Easy Street onto the highway. The 2018 GMC pickup was driven by 63-year-old Suzanne Lillybridge of Leavenworth. Pina Corona also had her 1- and 2-year-old children in the car with her at the time of the accident, but she was the only person injured in the crash. Pina Corona was charged with failing to stop at a red light and is being treated at Central Washington Hospital. Coming up next, Echo Ridge Ski Area opens this weekend in Chelan, and we'll show you dramatic video of what happens when a Christmas tree fails to get watered. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching NCW Life News.
Come find your holiday gifts at Antique Mall at Kashmir this holiday season. With 15,000 square feet to explore, Antique Mall at Kashmir has something for everyone, from coin enthusiasts to avid collectors. For do-it-yourselfers, this is the place to find your next repurposing project. What a great way to make your holiday gifts for someone special, using your keen eye to make something old and new again. Discover your next holiday gift in the Antique Mall at Kashmir. Stop on by today.
Travel enhances your life in every way. Let the travel professionals at Journey Travel and Tours help you plan that dream vacation. Don't leave the important details to those nameless, faceless online agencies. At Journey Travel and Tours, our goal is to build relationships that last a lifetime. And when you do need help, we have a 24-hour helpline that is routed to one of the agents in our office. When you think travel, think Journey Travel and Tours. It's where your journey begins. Like us on Facebook, and you could be one of our monthly winners.
Having a relationship with your pediatrician is so important. Feeling that sense of trust, that is priceless. I tell everybody about CBCH. I love it there. When I make an appointment, I don't have to take an entire day off. As a working mom, my life is really busy. Family time is everything. That's what we all work towards. And I feel like CBCH respects that.
Welcome back. In other news, more than 30 miles of trails for skiing and snowshoeing will open in Chelan this weekend at the Echo Ridge Nordic Ski Area, which begins its season this Saturday. Ski area personnel work to establish a good snow base this week, and skiers are reporting good corduroy conditions on trails, with ridgetop views bringing more skiers from around the region in increasing numbers each year. Passes are required for both skiing and snowshoe trail use, which can be purchased at the Chelan Ranger District. The ski area is located 10 miles north of the city of Chelan, and for up-to-date grooming information, check lakechelannordic.org. Well, millions of Americans will be traveling on roads and highways this weekend for the Christmas holiday, including many residents here in north central Washington. With more snow in the forecast on Sunday, the National Weather Service is reminding folks to be prepared for winter driving conditions. First, give yourself extra time to get to your destination. 23% of non-recurrent delays on highways across the country is due to snow, ice, and fog. Next, slow down. Travel speed should be reduced by 40 to 60% when snow is falling. The Weather Service also reminds travelers to make sure all windows and mirrors are cleared of snow and ice to maintain visibility in rough weather conditions. Also, before leaving home, check the latest weather forecast and plan accordingly. A new study finds that 77% of U.S. homes will have a Christmas tree, which is about 99 million homes in America. By this time in the holiday season, most of us had our Christmas trees up and decorated for several weeks now. If you have a real live tree, how often are you watering it? More than 200 home fires each year start because of a dry Christmas tree. The American Christmas Tree Association recently released a dramatic video to demonstrate what could happen if a fire starts in a watered tree versus a dry Christmas tree. It's recommended that the water be checked at least every other day and never let the water get lower than 1 inch above the bottom of the highest cut mark on the tree. Winter weather not only makes driving and other activities more difficult, heavy snow also makes it difficult for firefighters to find and access neighborhood fire hydrants in case of a fire. The Manson Volunteer Fire Department reminds residents to keep the hydrants clear and accessible at all times by removing snow around those hydrants. Remove any snow and ice and clear a wide enough perimeter, usually about 3 feet around the hydrant, for firefighters to work and easily connect necessary hoses and clear a path from the hydrant to the street for easy accessibility for firefighters. By following these tips, it will help firefighters access water more quickly, allowing for faster fire knockdown and potentially preventing property damage and loss. You're watching NCW Life News. Coming up next, your sports update, followed by today's feature story. That and much more still to come on NCW Life News. Stay with us.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and Local Public House, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder. owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
From the Town Toyota Center here for the Giesa Credit Union NCW Basketball Showcase, Eric Grandstrom with you. This was a busy place yesterday for high school basketball. Let's take a look at the Les Schwab Prep scoreboard. First of all, it was Ike Downing Bethlehem boys play 75-63. Moses Lake held serve for the Big Nine, knocking off Linwood 68-59. We next had Wenatchee and University girls as seen live on the NCW Life channel. Allie Hallberg and Demery Sugg combined for 16 of Wenatchee's 20 third quarter points to draw within 3. The Panthers continued to chip away at the lead, cutting it to 1 in the closing moments, but it wasn't to be as U-High held on for the 47-45 victory. We had the call right here on the NCW Life channel. Kicks it outside for Sugg, now down to Hallberg. Here's the three-pointer, good! Outside to Hallberg with 5 of the shot clock. Hallberg with a drive, down the lane, left-handed runner, good! Not insurmountable lead. Here's 3 for Sugg, good! Demery Sugg for 3. Right side to Sugg. Lob pass across to Hallberg. Here's a three-pointer. Good! 31-23 our score. Inbounds pass to Sugg for a three-pointer. Good!
Here Sanford has it. And it comes to Walton. And Walton will catch and then heave it, and that will do it. Our game is over. Woo! The Titans win it 47-45.
Hallberg finished with a game-high 27 points in the loss for Wenatchee. Next up, highlights for the Wenatchee boys actually came with the first quarter with his game against U-High. Cass Riggin and Lane Knipfer were able to connect from outside and back-to-back in that frame. Riggin scored 5 of his team-high 13 in the quarter, but Panthers fall down the stretch 56-39 to University. Cameras also on hand for Eastmont girls taking on Rogers in the 5th game of the day yesterday. It looked like the Wildcats are up for the challenge, leading by as many as 12 in the second half, but the Rams kept chipping away the Wildcats' lead, outscoring Eastmont 23-13 in the 4th behind a game high from a sophomore, 30 points from Riggin Barrett. It would come down to the final seconds of regulation as we had the call on the NCW Life channel. 59-57. Inbounds pass comes in. Campbell brings it across the midcourt stripe with 6 with 5. Drives it down, kicks it to Wicker. Wicker's fouled! Oh my gosh! So here we go. Sophie Wicker. Gotta hit this one. Nope. Oh, got it! 3.4 seconds left. Second free throw on the way, and it's good! She ties it. Wicker with the 2. Simpson with the inbounds pass, and we are going to overtime here. Amazing. 7.1 seconds, no timeouts left. Inbounds pass, don't foul, for goodness sakes. Lily with it with 2, with 1, a shot at the buzzer.
Good. That's going to count.
Stolkop. In the nightcap, the Eastmont boys fought valiantly but didn't have enough answers down the stretch, falling to Rogers 69-67. The Rams were led by the 21 points of James Baker and 20 from Nikita Apanasevich. Wildcat sophomore Isaac Wellborn had a breakout game, scoring 21 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists to go with a couple of block shots. We had the call right here on the NCW Life channel.
Vio trying to go to the basket. Nice spin move, layup, good. Wellborn puts it up wildly, no good. Simpson the putback, no good. Here's Wellborn, another chance up, good, fouled! With 9 seconds left. Lasan working on Baker. There's a matchup right there. Lasan gets Baker to leave his feet, shot no good. Rebound into the hands of Apanasevich, and we've got a foul. Rogers a 1-point lead. Free throw, good. Free throw, Apanasevich. This time it's a brick off the side of the rim. Shot taken. It's no good by Wellborn.
And 2 more games tonight on the NCW Life channel, Wenatchee and Eastmont from right here at the NCW Basketball Showcase. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. NCW Life's Year in Review next week features the top news stories for 2017. Here's a sampling of some of the stories we covered this year, and it begins with North Central Washington's newest cash crop.
The 3 commissioners None of us had ever been involved in the production of marijuana, and we were assured by the industry that odor would not be a problem, and in fact a comment was made that no one would even know that we're there.
I stayed out of this. I saw it in the background. I never really thought it would have anything to do with us, because it doesn't have anything to do with us by the stated reasoning, which is that the neighbors are complaining about the lighting and the smell. Okay.
General Lee was highly respected by the North as well as the South. And this whole thing of making it a racial issue is just a cop-out to keep people emotionally involved in this society.
To have kids, our kids, it is our job as parents to teach them about the history, but leave it as history. There are, personally, I have 12 kids here, and out of those kids, they've been called racist names. I can't even count as high. How many times?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Bernard Edmund Swaim, not guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree as charged in the information. The verdict form is dated today's date and signed by Mr. Walters as the presiding juror. You may have a seat.
So officers responded to a report of a man armed with a knife and screaming last night just after 10 o'clock, about 10:06 actually. And upon arrival, first officer found the man still armed with a knife in the parking lot. It's confrontational, and ended up being, the result was the suspect was shot shortly thereafter.
So we're working on the north flank. We've got increased numbers of personnel coming in. There's going to be more crews and dozers and engines. Plus later on in the day, we're going to have air attack. They're scheduled any time now. We're just waiting for them. So the plan is to get the north end buttoned up. The south, east, and west is pretty well secure, but the north end is still open.
Join us next week as we reflect on 2017's top news stories on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley and right here on the NCW Life Evening News. We'll be back in just a moment with a recap of some of today's stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Hey, this is Justin at Club Crow Bar and Grill reminding you it's your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Jam sessions and live bands playing a wide range of music. If pool tables or pull tabs are more your thing, we have you covered. Enjoy the fun and food at Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Stop on by today.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community.
See us at the Plaza in Chelan for all your holiday needs.
Time now for a recap of some of our top stories. An Okanagan man remains in critical condition after his wife shot him in the head on Wednesday. According to the Okanagan County Sheriff, the incident occurred early Wednesday morning. A friend at the home during the incident told investigators the couple, Sharon A. Allard and Daniel Allard, were arguing upstairs while he was downstairs. According to the report, Mrs. Allard called Daniel Allard upstairs to fix the TV and then shot him. The friend called 911 first, and then Mrs. Allard called a few minutes later to report the shooting herself. According to the sheriff's office, neither appear to have been under the influence of drugs or alcohol when the incident occurred, and Mrs. Allard is being held at the Okanagan County Jail on suspicion of first-degree attempted murder. Daniel Allard was taken to Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane for surgery. State troopers say a red light runner caused a two-car injury accident that snarled traffic along Highway 2 in the Monitor area yesterday. It happened around mid-morning at the Easy Street intersection. Troopers say 20-year-old Ruby Pina Corona of Kashmir was westbound on Highway 2 when she ran through the red light, striking another vehicle that was making a left turn from Easy Street onto the highway. The 2018 GMC pickup was driven by 63-year-old Suzanne Lillybridge of Leavenworth. Pina Corona also had her 1- and 2-year-old children in the car with her at the time of the accident, but she was the only person injured in the crash. Pina Corona was charged with failing to stop at a red light and is being treated at Central Washington Hospital. And now your weather forecast for north central Washington. And before we get to those details, let's once again take a look outside our weather window as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley, East Wenatchee and Wenatchee, and still some low clouds out there after some snow flurry activity this morning. But things will quiet down as far as snowfall is concerned over about the next 24 to 36 hours. We are seeing a cold front dropping down from the north, and it's brought light to locally moderate snow to our area today. Holiday travelers, be very careful on state highways and especially mountain passes over the next 24 hours with snow-packed and icy conditions expected. This weather system will move out of the state by tonight, and then a bit of a break during the day on Saturday with mostly sunny skies and cool temperatures. You can see it on our satellite. Another area of low pressure out of the Pacific will then move our way. That'll be Saturday night and will stay with us on Christmas Eve, bringing more light to moderate snow to north central Washington. Our chance for snow on Sunday is about 50%. Quiet weather conditions are expected for Christmas Day and on Monday, I should say. Most of next week will remain colder than average with the potential for snow once again beginning on Wednesday and lasting into Thursday. Let's take a look at that forecast now. And overnight lows tonight will drop down to 15 degrees for our low. For Saturday, sunny conditions, 26 for our high, 17 the overnight low. And then there's that 50% chance of snow on Christmas Eve day, 24 our high Sunday, 19 the overnight low. Look at that crazy Santa on Monday, 28 for our high temperature on Christmas, low temperature of around 20. As we get into Tuesday, kind of a break once again, 26 for the high, 20 our low, and then about a 20 to 30% chance of snow on Wednesday and Thursday, with highs then in the mid-20s with lows in the lower 20s. Great job, Uriah. Closing out our newscast tonight, we bring you a video from the Christmas village of Leavenworth. At least that's what ABC News calls it after they took a drive through downtown last night. Here's what they saw. And if you have a video of the day you'd like to see here on NCW Life News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, make sure you tune in to the NCW Life channel Tuesday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us at the NCW Life channel, have a very Merry Christmas.
This has been NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. For more news, log on to ncwlife.com, like us on Facebook, and follow NCW Life channel on Twitter.
Hi, I'm Blair from Works, your workout prescription. Have you ever started an exercise program and then struggled to keep it going? So what if I told you that with this MyZone device, I could increase your chances of self-motivated exercise adherence by over 200%. Combine that with an exercise prescription specifically for your level of readiness, we'll increase it even more, and that's our new member success system. It's $99, it's exclusively at Works, it includes your MyZone belt. Works, yourworkoutrx.com.
Weekly. For the newest tech, coolest tech, and the craziest tech stories available on the interwebs, tune in for your weekly tech update right here on the NCW Life channel.